No, it's just
Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hope you guys are all doing well. Right, we're here with Fahad. Honoured to be next to Fahad as always. And yeah, man, he's here for his fan cam. It's his opinion and his time to have his opinion. Don't worry about that. And yeah, man, without further ado, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I know. I just want to begin by saying that today's match was a certain relief to every single Bayern Munich fan. Over the past couple of seasons, we have unfortunately been unable to score against Mönchengladbach, or not score, win, pardon. And
Yeah.
this win has finally broken that curse and delivered us sanctity from the curse that was the Mönchengladbach curse. To begin with the beginning minutes of the match, today's match was an example of how Bayern Munich, in times of stress and dire need, can perform. Even if we
Yeah.
are lacking in certain areas, either in the midfield, defense, or attack, we will still be able to perform. And to talk about that lack of, I would like to begin by saying in the defense that although, as you did say, Upamecano did not have that bad of a match, I still do honestly feel that ligt, at least when he gets his fitness back, is more deserving of that position.
hmm Yeah, I agree.
However, I digress for now. I say that in terms of Ulrich, to start from the very beginning position, was fantastic today. Made a number of crucial saves to keep us in the match at all times, and his distribution was on point, to say the least. To go to defense, every single one of our defensive players proved themselves today. From, I wouldn't say Upamecano, but Upamecano, like you have said and like I will say now, did not have that bad of a match. And furthermore, Alphonso Davies once again showed himself to be a class left back and wing back, proving that age does not matter when it comes to him, that he has the experience of a 30-year-old winger, pardon, not winger,
Mm.
left back.
Yeah, no, I
And
agree.
Mazraoui also looking to further himself when it comes to playing time and showing himself and the Bayern community and fans and Tuchel that he can be the proper replacement for Benjamin Pavard. As we all know, him going off to Inter has left a bit of a gap. However, I feel that Nussair Mazraoui has shown himself today to be able to prove that gap. When we go to midfield now, Joshua Kimmich, Thomas Muller, and Leon Goretzka. Kimmich today absolutely proves himself with 2 assists and a fantastic performance today against Mönchengladbach. I think he was the sole reason, or at least one of the larger reasons, that we have managed to win today versus Mönchengladbach. 2 assists, one to Leroy Sané, the other to Matthias in the dying moments of the match, has proven why he is deserving of being the future captain of Bayern Munich, and furthermore, one of the best CDMs or central midfielders, however you classify him,
Yeah,
in Germany and Europe.
yeah,
And Thomas Muller, once again, showing how he is a reliable player, how he's a player that can be utilized in almost any single position, and how he is a player that, simply put, is what Bayern needs right now. I feel that he should not be considered out of the equation when it comes to Musiala and their competition between those two. When it comes to Harry Kane today, well, you can't say much about Harry Kane. He was marked heavily, and I would not blame him for not scoring a goal. However, he did show his quality once more. When it comes to Leroy Sané, an absolute wonder of a match, scoring that goal, which equalized us with Gladbach. However, I will say this. Leroy Sané does have a major pressing issue, and that is, I would say, his not his inability to work within the Bayern system.
hmm
However, I would say it's more of a, you would say, what is the word that I'm looking for? You could say he is selfish almost when it comes to certain
yeah,
areas and times where he controls the ball, does not pass. And sometimes that's good with a player. Sometimes you don't want players to immediately pass and not try to at least go for goal. But when it comes to Leroy Sané, he does that a bit too much, in my opinion, and I feel in the opinion of many a Bayern fan. And Kingsley Coman didn't have that bad of a match, but he's the kind of player that, yes, he didn't have that good of a match, but you can still rely upon him, and you can still trust that he will be in the starting lineup for many more matches to come. When it comes to the substitutes, Konrad Laimer, Matthias Tell, and if I am not mistaken, Delict, all of them were great substitutions by Tuchel. However, at the wrong times, I would feel. especially the ligt. I feel could have come in a bit earlier. And furthermore, when it comes to Tell also I feel could have come on a bit earlier when it comes to those substitutions. A reoccurring unfortunate issue with Thomas Tuchel is the placement of substitutions in the, I would say, incorrect times. Moving on to the statistics of the match today, controlling position as we always do, more shots on goal, more shots in general, more key passes, more everything, honestly. And that's the Bayern way. That's what Bayern Munich are known for. That's why we are one of the best teams in Europe, that we simply control the match no matter what team is in front of us, whether it be the team that we have a curse against, or whether it's be Real Madrid, Man City, or any other big team.
Yeah.
And on a lighter note, actually, outside of all the tactics and statistics, on a lighter note, I did see some moments where I was honestly laughing myself to death when it came to, let's say, Kane playing as a winger. Sometimes seeing him running down the wing, either on the left or right. Sometimes seeing what. Yes, now I remember it. Sometimes seeing Serge Gnabry coming in and something about him going against defenders, and that's how he, or no, not that part. It was Leon Goretzka and him absolutely being destroyed by that Mönchengladbach midfielder. That was a quite hilarious moment, albeit not a moment he should be proud of for some matches to come.
Yeah.
How he
Yeah.
was absolutely destroyed, and well, that's the lighter note mostly. And some other things to say, I would warrants being said, is that we do have a deep issue when it comes to one thing especially, and that is positioning. To talk about Kane on the wing, I mean, when, if ever, should you see your striker running down the wing? I mean, it is a possibility that yes, all your players should be moving throughout the pitch, and that is a benefit to the team. But when it happens reoccurringly and on multiple times, when you see Harry Kane or Serge, or not even Serge Gnabry, or one of the other wingers, or even a centre back being too high up the pitch than he realistically should be, I mean, that's a recurring issue that's going to harm your team on multiple levels. Positioning is one of our worst attributes right now that we definitely do need to improve upon, especially in that goal that was scored against us. I mean, at the back post. Like my fellow Saudi Ahmed said, um, honestly, somebody should have been marking that back post, whether it's Upamecano or Kim and Jae he is neither here nor there. But either way, somebody should have been marking it. And furthermore, I would say that this is an issue that needs to be heavily worked upon, especially when it comes to big matches or against opponents that can benefit from those spaces, that are attacking as much as or even more than us as a team.
Yeah.
And well, I digress when it comes to those issues. I would like to speak more upon the board and the manager situation, or not the manager situation, really the board. I would say that the appointment of our new director of football, the new director at Bayern Munich, is a wonderful appointment. He will benefit us for many months and years to come. He is a experienced gentleman, although not as experienced as some other previous directors. I would still say that he is a person you can trust to have the best interest of Bayern at hand, and furthermore be able to truly understand what Bayern needs, because many a director have come which do have Bayern's best interest at hand, such as Oliver Kahn, such as Hassan Salihamidzic, or forgive me if I have mispronounced that name entirely. However,
Yeah.
my point being is that when you have a director that has the best interest of the club at hand, and furthermore knows how to implement a system and what players to get and who you need to implement as manager for Bayern to benefit, that is when you truly succeed as a club for not months, years, and decades to come. That is how you shape a club, not just as a mentality of a club, however, tactically. And I would say that the appointment of this new director showcases a bright future, hopefully, for Bayern in years, months, and God willing, matches to come, because we really do need points in the Bundesliga, and I am hoping to God that we manage to prove ourselves when it comes to the Champions League, because as we
Mm.
all know, the Bundesliga has been proven to be our backyard. so to speak. The Champions League is on every single fan's mind as of now, and it is something that we really do need to answer and address. Do we have the key players to go far in the Champions League? And I would honestly say yes. I would say when it comes to every single position, albeit the goalkeeper position, which could use some more depth and experience. Not experience when it comes to Ulrich, we have plenty of that, but some more depth, I would say. Other than the goalkeeper position, I would say that goalkeeper and right back, pardon me today, I'm off a bit. No, goalkeeper and right back. Other than those two positions, almost every single position has plenty of depth, plenty of experience, and plenty of young players, pardon. Young youngsters doesn't exactly work now, does it? Youngsters who are willing to prove themselves and fight for their positions.
Yeah.
And honestly, that is a sign of a good team that you have all of those three kinds of players and attributes. And hopefully, we are able to go far in the Champions League, God willing.
Yeah, no, 100%. Especially with the team, Man United, Galatasaray, not going to be easy. They're not going to be easy. Obviously, Copenhagen being in there as well. Who would be your man of the match, mate?
Oh, definitely 100% Joshua Kimmich. From his ball playing abilities to his defensive capabilities, I would say that he has showcased himself to be not only one of the most pivotal as well as essential players of Bayern Munich, however, one of the best players in the, I wouldn't say world, but in his position at the very least.
Yeah.
He is a player that would rival some of Europe's best talent.
Yeah. No, I agree. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. Well, thank you for coming on, as always,
Of
Fahad.
course, my absolute pleasure.
And mine. And if you guys have enjoyed, smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, man, until then, we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, people.